Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Linda here again. I've been playing around today. So this is part 2 of the Watch Me Work Wednesday video that I did last night. So I was creating lots of tags with the new Lindys, the GYPSY set, and the Boho vibes as well. But I just wanted to show you the end results of what I've done, because I found a couple of interesting little things that might help you to create with them if you indeed have the GYPSY vibes sets. So I shall just get that out the way and I'll bring them into you for you to have a look at. First of all, this was the that beautiful watercolor paper that's got the glitter embedded in it, the one from Japan. And if you remember from the video last night, I actually did the sprinkle and spritz. So I actually sprinkled, I think 2 or 3 colors on here, and then just let them sit there, and then sprayed some water over it and let them do their own thing. So I'll just bring that up a little bit more so you can sort of see it. So you always get these beautiful little sections where the powder hasn't activated properly, and I just think that looks great, and it just adds a little bit of interest to it. I'm just trying to make sure it's in camera there for you. Alright, and what I've done over the top is just put some of Seth Apter, it's one of his stamps, and also his embossing powders from WoW that he's released recently. So I just did that just to make it look a little bit fancier, but I haven't done anything more with it. But I just wanted you to see the little areas where it doesn't activate, but it creates a little bit of interest as well. Okay, so the one that I kind of did do last night was this one here, which is using the Picasso Girls, Pablo's Girls or something from Natalie May, the cards. And so, you know, I added the background to it, and I just added a little quote to it. And so that is it in finished. And so even though that the background didn't necessarily match the image, I did kind of match it in, because I added some of the caramel around here and some of the what is it, the Gypsy Soul slate onto the dress there. So that dress is actually white, whereas now it's a silvery looking colour. But anyway, I think that I was quite happy with the way that one turned out. Oh, this one was a pretty uninteresting background. In the beginning, it was just a printed card, this printed card like that, and I added a little bit of collage paper around, and then just threw some of the Lindy colour onto it. So we just painted it on and just let it do its own thing. And you know, it wasn't all that exciting a background. So this morning I actually put some texture paste through a darkroom door stencil. These little flowers, it's a darkroom door stencil, and I just put the white texture paste through it and let it dry. And then I used the Smudge the Sage Lindys. Once it was thoroughly dry, I then just painted over the texture paste, and of course it goes over the edge a bit and that kind of thing, and I embrace that, and I use that to my advantage. But I let that dry, and then I did like a couple of coats on that as well. So I just tapped on the green all along, and it, because of the texture in the paste, it has a unique sort of finish as well. So you can sort of see there's some areas where it's deeper and than others. I just added a bit of washi tape just to anchor that to the ground, and then just a quote to go with it. So what was pretty much a mediocre kind of background, you know, it's made it a little bit more interesting. So that was that one. This one is I used the pink, so I used the rouge and I used the pink from the other set as well. Oh, where is it? Where's the sample? The Wanderlust Wisteria. So it's used both on there, and it was a self-embossed what is it? Tag that I made. Now I just added, so what I've done this morning is gone through all my bits and pieces just to try and find something that will blend in nicely with it. So one of the reasons why I did the video is so that you can sort of see, you know, I think that blends in quite nicely. That colour there, I could have brought more of that sage in, so I could have done some extra sage on that. Had I known I was putting this on, I probably would have. But you can see that the sage colour would go nicely with these particular die cuts. I wanted to show you that these die cuts, I'll just make sure that they're not shining, they're from Paper Rose. Okay, they're embossed die cuts, so they've actually got, like, it looks like they've got glossy accents over the top, so it just makes them look that little bit more swish. And so I just pulled a couple of elements out of this page here. So, you know, your card makers out there, you could really utilise something like that. So again, you know, that's turned out to be quite nicely. And I just added a little bit of stamping in the background just to tie all the elements together. So that was that one. And my kind of favourite background, I used the stencil and the what is it? The Caravan Caramel and the Soul Slate on the background. And I was looking through my bits, and the only things that I could see that I had that went really well with it was Paper Rose again. It was their, oh yes, I have got it. The Golden Christmas. It's an Aussie flavour, so you've got the Sydney Opera House and all sorts of bits and pieces there, and so it is a Christmassy one. I don't know, I think I bought it more for the colours, I'm not sure. I don't know why I bought it, because, you know, I guess it was just because it was Aussie, but it's got a bit of snow in it, and I mean, that doesn't really blend in with us, but that's okay. But I felt that they those images look pretty good on there, and I just stuck a quote that I had in my stash there as well. So that's another one, Golden Christmas from Paper Rose. I'm not sure if these are still available, but you'll have to go on and have a look. Now the one that I'm really impressed with was the background I did, where I just smooshed the colour onto the back of the watercolour paper. So that's the back of it there, and it had those beautiful pinks and browny tones in the background. And I thought, what am I going to do with that? So this is why I decided to do the video, because I wanted you to see, particularly these people who are out there that are card makers and scrapbookers and that. What I ended up finding was I had a couple of these sheets, and I just want to make sure it's in view so that you can get the name of it. But these are just a couple of cutout sheets from Uniquely Creative. And there's one that's got the pinks and browns, and then you've got the kind of sagey colours. So, you know, either of these could work with the new sets that are out there. So if you've got your Gypsy Vibes and the Boho Dreams, whatever it is, if you've got those sets, you think, oh, what am I going to use with them? Because, like I say, I'm more a bright colour person, and I wasn't real sure if I had anything to suit this. But of course I bought these because I just love the concept of the tags and all that sort of thing. So when I saw that, I thought, oh my gosh, that's exactly what I'm going to use for this, for no real reason. So I've just cut out this one here, and actually just glued it onto there and cut out some of the elements as well. And so, I mean, that could be a lovely little gift card insert, you know, if you're giving someone a gift card. Here we go, I've got a gift card here, so, you know, that could be a lovely little gift card for somebody. So, you know, there's different ways that you could do it, but I really wanted to show you those, but they're uniquely creative, so you need to pop on and have a look. Daydream folio bits. So I'm assuming that there's probably a whole range of Daydream papers available, but go on to Uniquely Creative and have a look. And so pretty much I was pretty happy with what I ended up doing, because these things, you start off and you're not really sure where it's all going, but I just wanted to get on and show you, particularly because of discovering that Uniquely Creative and the Paper Rose bits and pieces that kind of go nicely with it. So that's it from me. I just wanted to make sure that I popped in to show you what the result of all of the Lindys were that I did last night. One point I should make too before I go is I've also, on the back, I have put a coat of gesso, just a thin coat of gesso on the back of those, and so since then now you can see that they don't curl up. So, you know, look, to be honest with you, the paper that we started off with wasn't really geared towards having a lot of water put on it, so, you know, I did put it through the wringer, and so, but this one here, which was that beautiful watercolor paper, and this one, I haven't done anything to the back. So you can see that using the quality paper for water products gives you the best outcome, okay? But that's it from me. I won't hold you up anymore, so don't forget to go back and have a look at the video I did last night, so you can sort of see the process that I went through, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks guys, see you later, bye bye.